How's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. Hope you're having a good day, and welcome to another Pokemon GO video. Today I want to discuss the paid special research tickets that are in the Pokéshop for the current Halloween event. These items seem to be a new way for Niantic to earn money, but I think there are plenty of implications that could be really bad for the average Pokemon GO player. I want to talk about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. With the Halloween event of 2022, Niantic added 2 special research tickets that you could only get through an in-app purchase. One of these tickets gave you a limited time special research that awarded you a bunch of Yamask and Galarian Yamask, while the other ticket gave you a more traditional special research storyline that eventually led to a Spiritomb encounter. While there hasn't been too much discussion regarding these tickets, primarily because other major issues with the game have sort of overshadowed them, I wanted to take the time to put a spotlight on these items and discuss whatever implications they might have for Pokemon GO. I firmly believe that these items are setting a very bad precedent for the future of this game. I think it goes without question that Pokemon GO has been moving in a very unfavorable direction. Long gone are the days where the case could be made that Niantic is much more consumer friendly compared to other studios. But with a lot of the decisions that they've made recently, it just seems like the company is getting greedier and greedier week after week. Even though most players won't think about it, I believe these paid special research tickets are some of the most egregious. First of all, the more expensive ticket provides rewards that we had for free in previous Halloweens. Aside from the candy bonuses that are activated from purchasing the ticket, the premium items and Pokemon encounters from the ticket are almost exactly like what we've had in the past, only this time you have to pay for it. The other cheaper ticket is not as egregious, but I still don't like that it is there. That ticket purchase will basically give you about a dozen Yamask and Galarian Yamask encounters. That's it. No premium items, no exclusive Pokemon, it's just a dozen field research tasks for $1. Again, for both of these tickets, you're basically paying for what should be free content. Sure, you can still go out and collect Yamask and Galarian Yamask through regular field research. That is still available to you, so the cheaper ticket is still optional. That is fine. You're basically paying money for convenience. So if it were just that, I don't think I would think of it as a big deal. But the real problem lies in the more expensive ticket, which has content that is typically exclusive to Halloween, specifically Spiritomb, that is completely locked behind a paywall. This is a really bad precedent, because what is currently obtainable for free could be locked behind in-app purchases in the near future. For a while, stuff like Mythicals, Giovanni battles, and other awesome stuff are always available to players for free. Of course, when it comes to Mythicals, you could pay for Pokemon Go Fest for early access, but you could still get it later in the year if you didn't want to pay for the ticket. However, it's possible this won't be the case anymore. Like with Shaman getting released earlier this year through Pokemon Go Fest, we didn't get a non-paid special research that would allow non-Go Fest participants to get it. So yeah, it looks like we are moving towards most or all premium content getting locked behind paywalls. Niantic used to be vocal about every Pokemon being accessible regardless of any in-app purchases, but it seems like that philosophy is slowly fading away. It's bad enough that we started having exclusive shinies and rare event Pokemon locked behind 7-kilometer eggs. Over time, the community sort of grew to accept this, even though it wasn't good for the game at all. Basically, Niantic has been slowly making the game pay to play or even pay to win in some cases, and they've been doing it subtle enough where players haven't noticed as much as they should. Now, I get it, for most players, this is a non-issue. Most people who play Pokemon Go, even casual players, are willing to spend money for Pokecoins. Even without all of the paywalls, the game is designed in a way where spending Pokecoins is required for the most efficient gameplay and the best rewards. Even though you can get legendaries for free through the daily free raid pass, you will likely not be able to get those hundos and shinies without spending any money for premium raid passes and remote raid passes. But to take away that option for players to still have a chance at it without spending money, that is where I feel we should draw the line. I'm sure some of the free-to-play content will remain the same, and I can appreciate that Niantic has added more free-to-play stuff over time. I don't think they get enough praise for this, but the daily free Adventure Incense is probably one of the best features we got this year. But for most other aspects of Pokemon Go, Niantic has been walking the opposite direction. I'm really concerned about what this game could look like in the next few years. I think Niantic needs to recognize that mobile game monetization is a fine line that needs to be walked with the utmost care in the world. Think about games like Diablo Immortal. This game had the potential to be a really solid game, but it was plagued by fan backlash because of the greedy monetization practices.
It is crazy how greedy this game is. Like, even more so than most pay-to-win games on mobile. So apparently this claim is accurate. To fully max everything on a single character, it'll cost around 100 grand. Of real money. It's wild.
Just think about the insane amount of bad press this game got since it launched. I guarantee you it would have been a way bigger game than it currently is if it didn't have that sort of negativity around it. I mean, I am glad Pokémon GO didn't launch with the same level of vitriol, but it is slowly getting to the point where people will equate it to a game like Diablo Immortal. Players are pretty savvy to this stuff. If Niantic continues down this path of turning Pokémon GO into a money-generating machine, rather than just simply a fun game, then it is going to be in the gutter in no time flat. Niantic should also realize that more consumer friendliness leads to more revenue, and this was proven by Pokémon GO itself. If they continue to focus so hard on their bottom line, they will continue to miss the fact that they earned more money in years where they offered better deals on premium items and special Pokémon. I've said this so many times over the past couple of weeks, but players will be willing to give Niantic their hard-earned dollars if they feel those dollars are being respected. By locking content behind paywalls and by decreasing the value of in-app purchases, like with the bundle boxes, then players are not going to be willing to support this company. Ultimately, this would eventually lead to the end of the game's lifecycle. I've seen it countless times before, but it is the inevitable fate for any game studio who focuses more on revenue over the player experience. I'm really hoping Niantic realizes the situation they are in and they make the necessary corrections. If they do, then Pokémon GO will continue to be successful for the next decade. Otherwise, I predict this game will die out within the next few years. All they have to do is move towards consumer friendliness once again. If they do, I guarantee you players will spend more money and engage more with the game. It's a win-win situation for all of us. And yeah, Niantic, please stop with these special research tickets. Make them optional if anything, and give us better boxes for goodness sake. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Now, since this is a very big topic of discussion, I would love to know your thoughts. Share them down below in the comment section, and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.